This video will continue discussing key signatures. Key signatures are placed at the front of the staff as a means of avoiding having to write every sharp or flat which naturally occurs within a given key. For instance, in the key of D major, which has two sharps, F sharp and C sharp. If you write a key signature at the beginning of the staff, then you avoid having to write a sharp in front of every single F and C as it occurs throughout the piece. It is the responsibility of the performer at that point to remember to use the key signature. Key signatures are always written on the staff in the same way, with the sharps and flats written in exactly the same order and in exactly the same octave on the staff. And it's important to learn to both recognize and to write key signatures as soon as possible. The sharps are added to the staff in the same order that they're added to the keys. So the first sharp is F, and here we have G major with just an F sharp. Notice which octave the F sharp is placed on. And then we add the C sharp and the G sharp. This is one area that many students make mistakes, so please take note of this. The G sharp in the treble clef staff is placed above the staff. It is a very common error to put this G sharp down on the line, but that would be incorrect. The goal is to keep the shape of the key signature the same in both treble and bass clef, so it is perfectly fine to have it up above the staff, and actually must be up above the staff. The flats as well are added in the same order as they are added in scales. And places to note, another spot where errors commonly occur is the flats on the bottom line of the bass clef staff and below the bass clef staff. The G flat and the F flat really do belong down here. Don't pop them up because then you have a different shape. Now, why is the shape of the key signature important? As a performer, you don't want to have to take the time to look and analyze exactly what sharps or flats are in the key signature. After you've looked at these for a while, you get to know what the shape is. This is the shape of D flat. This is the shape of E flat, etc. And if they're placed in a different order, then you have to take extra time to take a look at what is going on in the key signature, and that's not a desirable thing. Here are a couple tools that are useful to determine what the tonic of a major key is from a given key signature until you have the key signature securely memorized. For sharp keys, the tonic is a half step above the last sharp. In other words, the last sharp is actually the leading tone of the key. So here we are with two sharps in the key signature. The last sharp is the one which is furthest to the right, is C sharp. A half step above that is D, so this is the key of D. In this example, the last sharp is E sharp. A half step above E sharp is, careful, not F, but F sharp. So you have to remember that the tonic of a key always must fit the key signature. So this can't be the key of F because there is an F sharp. The way that you determine flat keys is actually quite different from sharp keys. For flat keys, the second to last flat is the tonic of the key. So here we are with three flats. The second to last flat is E flat. This is the key of E flat. 6 flats. The second to last flat is G flat, so this is the key of G flat. Key of F only has one flat. Just memorize it. That's an easy one. The circle of fifths is a useful visual representation of the relationships between keys and key signatures, and here you really see, we discussed this on the last video, C up to its dominant G gives you this tonic of the scale with one sharp. G up to its dominant D gives you the scale with two sharps. And C down to its subdominant F gives you the scale with one flat. F down to its subdominant B flat gives you the scale with two flats. Notice that there are three sets of keys at the bottom of the circle of fifths which are grouped together. These are enharmonic equivalent keys. D flat and C sharp are enharmonically the same. G flat and F sharp, C flat and B. But their key signatures are significantly different, and they are treated as two different keys. They are not interchangeable. For example, F sharp major and G flat major are played using exactly the same keys on the piano. However, when they are written on the staff, they look completely different. Here's F sharp major, here's G flat major. You notice that they are nothing alike. So this is going to be something that you're going to have to be careful of if you're working out of scale using half steps and whole steps. Make sure that you know whether you should be calling this F sharp or calling this G flat.